Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be doing something slightly different. I'm going to be talking about my favourite authors and authors that are slowly becoming my favourites. So you know what, that's self-explanatory, so let's just get into the video. So the first book I want to talk about is... I'm so used to saying that. First author I want to talk about is Khaled Hossein. And he's the author of The Kite Runner. And he also wrote a book that I'm literally reading right now called A Thousand Splendid Suns. It's right here. And this book, I'm not that far, I'm like over 100 pages in. Yeah, and it's really good, like really good. And The Kite Runner was really good. They're very similarly based. They're based in the same, roughly same place, but they are completely different stories. But they're both very emotional and very like heartfelt, and I love how he writes his characters. He writes them very three-dimensional. They're not like 2D, so sometimes they don't seem like characters anymore. They've fully become more than that, you know, and they become in your mind more like human beings. And I think an author that can do that is genuinely a very good author, and I need him to write more. And if he writes more, he will generally maybe become my like all-time favorite. But for now, he is definitely one of the best authors that personally that I think I read. The second author is Angie Thomas. This one I put on there because The Hate U Give changed me. Not my life, not just my life, just me as a whole person. I loved it so much, and she is so good at writing stories of not experience, but of stories that she knows, like things she does generally know about. She's not writing about things she doesn't know about, and her writing is just very relatable, but also you have to use a bit of empathy, have a bit of sympathy to be able to really understand and enjoy the books, which I think is a really amazing way to write that people can understand, but also have to push themselves a little bit in understanding to understand what's going on. On the come up, I didn't love as much as The Hate U Give, but it wasn't like the book was bad, it just didn't click with me. But I genuinely think it was a solid book, like well written, very Angie Thomas like. So it definitely was still a good book. It just wasn't my favourite, but it doesn't make her a bad author, if you know what I mean. Yeah. And the third one is someone that's a little less away from like now, and that's Agatha Christie. I absolutely love murder mysteries or any mysteries whatsoever, so I love her book so much. I love her character, Hercule Poirot. Absolutely adore him, and so her books are just so good, and the way she clicks the mysteries together, I can't think like that. I don't know how she thought of that. Like, one little detail that I honestly read the book and forgot even happened, and then at the end they'll mention, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I couldn't think of that, would never have thought of it. Anyone that can solve an Agatha Christie novel, you're an absolute genius. Like, full props to you, deserve to be named Genius of the Year, because I don't really understand how you do that. But maybe the more I read, maybe I'll become better at like understanding how her thought process goes and how she gets to the killer from these like little details that she dropped within the story. Yeah, I just think that's, honestly, if I could write like that, I would be so over the moon. But sadly, I can't. And the fourth book is the fourth book, I keep saying the book, don't I? Why? The fourth author is Patrick Ness. He wrote what's this book? The Chaos Walking series. It honestly probably one of my favorite series, if not my favorite series. Is actually a magical experience. All should read it. Everyone should read it. Like, there's no cap about it. And the way he writes is very different, I think, from a lot of other authors. I've read other of his books. Right now they slip my mind, but I have read more of his books, and he just writes different. Like, I can't explain it. I think you have to experience his writing to understand what I'm trying to say, but I think once you read one of his books, you'll understand what I mean by he writes different. And it's definitely a good difference. That's why he made it onto this list. But he's just something, I kind of read one of his books and slipped over him, but now I've read the whole Chaos Walking series, I'm like, I need more of what you write. Like, I will inhale anything you write, just write it. and I will be there to read it. Don't worry. What's it about? I don't care. Just write. That's how I feel. I feel like a great author should make you feel like, I will pick up your book no matter what it's about, no matter where it's set. I just know I need some of your writing, the way you write. And number 5 is Neil Schusterman. Let's not get started. The writer of the Scythe series. He wrote Dry. Dry is honestly one of my favourite books. He's just really good at writing crisis stories. And he's really good at thinking futuristic. He's very good at futuristic stories. He just is able to put you in that situation, and it's like you're going on the journey with the characters, which is slightly scary at times, I'm not gonna lie. Like in Dry, when the water's gone, that's scary. I don't want to be walking that journey with these people, but it's so good at just putting you into a story and you being able to follow the plot and reading so like fast, so desperately, because you want to know what happens. I think an author that can make you not want to put down a book is a good author. Like, that's just naturally what they're meant to do, and he does it amazingly. And he's a 10 out of 10 for me, like, when it comes to reading. I just feel so ready to read his books, and I just love his plots. Like, I don't know, I'm gonna say he's more plot driven, but then he's pretty decent at character development as well. So maybe he's just good at both, and most people aren't good at both. Most people are either really good at character development and their plot like falls off a little bit, or really good at character development and their plot really good at plot. Okay, let me scrap that. Really good at plot, not so good at character development. Really good at character development, not so good at plot. That's just like a trade-off I feel like a lot of authors have to make, but he doesn't do that. And the last one is kind of a special mention, because technically I wouldn't say she's my favourite author right now, as my age, my maturity, all these things, but that's Jacqueline Wilson. She carried my childhood as an author. My childhood reading just has her on it. It's just her and Roald Dahl, but she's on there. And because I loved her so much as a kid, I still read her books. Like, I don't love them as much, but that's because they are aimed at kids. They are aimed at kids, so I don't inhale it the way I used to, but I definitely do enjoy them, and I see why as a kid I loved them. So those are the 5 authors plus one that I like. And if you like any of these authors, comment down below, or comment down the authors you like. Remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!